What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the E-bike guy, and today we're gonna be working on this, I don't know, a beach cruiser style, laid back e-bike that a customer got to me. So as you can see, I mounted the controller. The controller's mounted. What I'm gonna do now, we're gonna be switching out these handlebars. So as you can see, this right here comes off as one unit, what look like a 4mm Allen. So all we're gonna do is unclip that and undo these hose clamps or damn zip ties. Man, I had a brain fart. It just had me a Red Bull. And we're gonna do this little handlebar clamp. We're gonna get that off, get the mirrors off and stuff. This twist shifter has to come off. He won't be able to use this because we're going with a full throttle this time. So it's thumb throttle, everything is gonna be saved. The customer wants everything that he has. We're gonna save everything in the bag and we're gonna give it to him once he gets his e-bike. But we're trying to get this together before he can come and test this out. So with the battery bag, I sunk the battery bag off the Maurice. So let me show you how the battery bag is going to go. Now, so the motor cable is going to go through the battery bag and it's going to connect to the 680 controller. The wire harness is going to come up from here, go through the battery bag. Now he also has a audio system that's going to go in the same hole, and his audio system is going to be in this region. And then his battery is going to be here, all the way right here. So it's going to take up much of this region with a 50 amp hour battery. That's going to be enough to actually, if this bike light enough, he pretty much can do like 80 to 85 miles an hour on his 680 controller. With an 850, he probably can hit up to about maybe 90 to 92 miles an hour, depending on the weight of the rider. We still got a lot more to do. He got to get a fork. He got either a D&M fork or a KKE fork. We got to unlace this hub because he wants to keep the silver rim. So I'm going to be lacing that hub, through axle hub, with this rim, so he can just keep the tires and everything. So that's what I got going on today. I also got to make sure the QS273 is actually true and straight. It is on there temporarily. It's like a mock-up. Another thing that we have to do, we have to switch out one of these brakes. We're gonna do the goddamn love bug there. Love bugs all over the place. That's how in Florida. Anyways, so none of these brakes has a switch on it. So we're gonna be getting rid of one of these brakes. I believe the front, and we're gonna put a whole new front on with a switch, so that way he can have regen and he can be able to stop. Because right now he has 203 Magurs on this bike. Now they pretty good, but we don't know about the DI Island brakes are pretty good. E-bike mom has the same on her bike. Anyways, I'm thinking about getting some of these for my bike, or at least getting some for e-bike woman's bike and putting it on hers with a step-down converter. Man, I need to ask her where to get some of these from. That way she can ride with some music on and stuff like that. But yeah, but that's what I got going on today. The battery's done. The battery is done. All I have to do is put some wrap on it, and we're going to scrap it in for right now until the battery bag gets here, and then we're going to program it. I got to put this back on the stands so that we can do an all-learn, tune everything, and he can come and test it out. But today, before the sun, if you can see right there before my car, the shadow of the house, once that shadow gets about right there where that JBL Party Box 310 at, it's time for me to quit, because there's only so much this fan can do to keep me cool. And then I'll just go back up there and do the wiring for the Fardriver controller and get everything ready. Also, he is going to have a secondary switch mounted probably right here, so he can turn his audio system on, because of the fact that these wires is not thick enough. So let me show you something. These wires right here is not thick enough to supply the amps needed to power this system. So it's going to be a standalone system that's going straight to the DC to DC converter and to power that up, you know what I mean? So this is all his audio stuff right here. So this is pretty much his audio stuff, and it's going to have the same thickness wire, a little bit thicker, maybe 12 gauge, 14 gauge wire for his on and off switch, and that's about it right there. Also, what else we got to do? So this is the same type of video. I made a video yesterday about, battery compartment when you want an e-bike. And if you want to modify e-bike, later on down the road, just make sure you get an e-bike with a large triangle frame. So that way, if you want to just modify up to speed like one of these motors, or even an MB Power 5,000 watt hub motor, you have enough room to fit a big battery. You know what I mean? So E-bike one's gonna get a bigger battery, and she also gonna get a bigger controller. We're gonna try to extend this out just like E-bike kids over there. So that way, cause you know, she's sitting down there right over the wheel. Front end's like, it's gonna be coming out crazy. Something like this, it's a long bike. So it's not gonna, you know, wheelie as much as opposed to this Muck-Pick Ninja over there. But this is a nice bike. Yes, maybe could use full suspension, you know, be better on the road. This guy's not gonna ride his bike off the road. You know what I mean? This is gonna be more on road than anything. So we're gonna try to make it nice and neat for him. We're gonna have to take this cover off because of the scraps on the battery bag. We're gonna have a scrap here, 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 there. So 3 here, 3 on the bottom. That's not gonna be done right here where the control at, and then 1 right there. That's gonna secure the battery into place. But let's go ahead and get these handlebars off, and we're gonna see where how far we at. All right, guys. So I got the black handlebar on, and the rest of the stuff is sitting over here by the party box. As you know, we're not gonna be using the throttle or the shifter. We're gonna be having that set as in 1 gear, which is gonna be the high gear or low gear, I meant to say. Because I pretty much don't, they're not going to be pedaling this bike with the speeds they're going. So we ran into a little problem. So remember I was telling y'all about the regen and getting the brakes for the regen. Well, he did order a hydraulic brake, this buckless front brakes. The only thing is the line is too small. So I guess they don't realize how much of a riser of a handlebar they have, which requires a longer brake line. So now we're going to utilize the same brake line from the DI island to the buckless. So we're going to use the brand new caliper that came with it and the mass cylinder, but we got to utilize the line because, like I say, that line is too small. It'll probably reach about right up in here, this region right here, but not all the way right here where my hand's at. So that's what we got to be doing. We're going to be tackling that right quick. And it looks like we got to unscrew it anyways, just because they got it right here. We got to disassemble this whole brake line and get that off, because we're not going to we can't unscrew that and get it through this here loop right there. So that is a big bummer, but it got to be done, and they got to do the whole bleed process, because we got to get the we got to put the new lines in, the new barb and the fittings and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, let me get to it. All right, guys, so before we put the buckles, mass cylinder on, and all the accessories right here, we're gonna go ahead and make a fitting. We're gonna convert this from a Juliet connector to a JST connector to fit the connectors on the controller. Then we can go ahead and mount everything up, like the mirrors, his headlights and stuff like that, onto the handlebars, and we should be good to go on this. All right, guys, so we already got the black handlebars on. We got the display on. Got the wires a little bit loomed up. We got to put the brake line on, make sure it's bled properly. We already got the cross brace on for the headlights. And then we got the throttle. So we're pretty good. Got the wire harness on the Fardriver controller. Now we're going to be wiring up the phase wires and the Hall sensor cable to the controller, so we can go ahead and test it out, do a Hall test, or Hall learn with these controllers. But then this is going to be kind of like a part 1, and then stay tuned for part 2. We're going to be riding this. We're going to be dialing in, see where everything's at. Now we're going to be scrapping the battery in, probably some duct tape, just to test everything out. That's not going to be a permanent fix. We're going to do that until we actually get the battery bag, but the owner will come and test it out, make sure everything is good, and then we can finalize it by putting the battery bag in, getting his sound system hooked up with the step down converter and all the good stuff right there. Well, the main thing we're going to do is actually make sure everything is working. We got to get the DKD display dialed in when we get to test this bike out and everything, so it can be really kind of accurate, you know what I mean? So anyways, so that is it for today's video. Stay tuned for the part 2 of riding this e-bike. Make sure everything is good for the owner to come and test it. And yeah, so this is E-bikeguy, and I'll see y'all later.